Well, a lot of you guys have been asking for it. So now we're going to take time to break down Dave Ramsey's 7 baby steps, starting with baby step number 1 coming up.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to another edition of the Sunday Night Sit Down with America's #1 money couple. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Ty, and we're from hisandhermoney.com, where we're managing money, marriage, and everything in between.
The Sunday Night Sit Down is being brought to you by our friends at Policy Genius. That's your go-to spot to meet all of your insurance needs. They have a wonderful free tool on their website where all you have to do is input your information and they give you quotes from multiple insurance providers to help you make an informed decision when it comes to your insurance. All you have to do is go to hisandhermoney.com/policygenius. And of course, the link is down below in the description box for you. Well, guys, listen, we know that a lot of times we do a lot of videos and we often reference the baby steps that were made famous and popular by money guru Dave Ramsey. And for some of you, you're like, what is the baby steps? What are you talking about? So we thought it would be a wonderful idea to do a series on the 7 baby steps so that you could have a clear understanding of the principles behind the method as well as the practical steps that are embedded within this strategy as well, because this is a great strategy if you have a desire to get your finances in order. It's always important to have a plan and not kind of freestyle your way, because you make more progress when you can follow a sequence of steps to lead you to your ultimate goal. So Dave Ramsey's plan has a total of 7 baby steps, and we're going to talk about the first one today, but we wanted to give you guys an overview of all 7 steps so you can get an idea of the concept. So baby step number 1 is your starter emergency fund, where you put $1,000 into an emergency fund. Baby step number 2 is where you begin the process of paying off your debt using the debt snowball method. Baby step number 3 is when you move into your fully funded emergency fund, where you move up to 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. Baby step 4 is to put away 15% of your income towards retirement. Baby step 5 is to invest in your kids' college funds. Baby step number 6 is to pay off your house. And baby step number 7 is to give like no one else.
That's right. So we're going to break down each one of them for you, and they will be in separate videos because we really want to take our time and not just tell you the baby step, but also give you some advice or tips on how you can obtain and accomplish and complete each baby step. So we're going to start with baby step number 1, which is to start your starter emergency fund of $1,000. We love the fact that Dave Ramsey recommends to put $1,000 set aside into a separate account titled your emergency fund in case of emergencies. What we find is that is the best approach to take before tackling your debt, because what usually happens is anytime someone is so excited and they're ready to get out of debt and they start paying off debt, something may happen. Maybe new tires on a car, or maybe the washing machine went out. A small maybe emergency fund. And what we find is, or studies have shown, is that most people put a halt to their debt freedom process, and they just blow it by just pulling out that credit card and just going to go buy that washing machine or buying tires for their vehicle. So if you put $1,000 set aside into a separate account, you do not have to stop your debt payment process. Now, of course, there may be a situation or a time where maybe your emergency is definitely well over $1,000. There's some things that you can do in that instance as well. But $1,000 is usually a good amount just to start with before tackling your debt. Now, we already know that some of you guys are going to say, well, I'm already having a hard time paying off my debt, so how in the world do I save $1,000? Well, guys, we have some answers for you. We created an entire video titled 11 Ways to Build Up Your Emergency Fund. We will make sure that we will include it in the description box below, but we gave you guys 11 great ways on how you can build your emergency fund. One of the ways is, of course, through side hustles. You all know we have a ton of side hustles that we have mentioned here on this YouTube channel as well, too. We have started side hustles on Fiverr. We've started side hustles by flipping furniture at the thrift store, mystery shopping. We also do garage sales. Think of anything that you can sell really quickly and get rid of it. We've also made $300 in 1 week by selling on Facebook. Again, we will include all of these videos in the description box below, so you can definitely take your time and watch them so you can also start your side hustle.
Do not minimize the power of focus. That's why this step is first, and that's why this step is so important. Because when you start your journey to debt freedom, you must be focused. There's going to be so many distractions that pop up to take you off course and to help you lose your focus. But if you can put safeguards in place like a starter emergency fund, it'll help you not to lose focus. And as long as you have your focus, you have the ability to move forward. So let's talk about where should we put this emergency fund once we get the emergency fund. We always recommend that you make it hard to get to your emergency fund. Why is that? Because it helps you to get a little creative when emergencies or maybe not so emergencies pop up. And if you have easy access to your emergency fund, you might dip into it for something that's not an emergency. Remember, we're using the word emergency. A clearance sale is not an emergency. Washer and dryer breakdown, that's an emergency. A trip to the emergency room that requires a copay, that's an emergency. And so we want you to always focus on that word emergency, and that's why we tell you to place the money, whether it be an online bank account or a physical bank that's maybe on the other side of town, that would require some effort for you to get into it. Because in those instances where you're deciding, is this an emergency or is this something that we can cash flow, the fact that you do not have easy access to it will make you be more creative and make you stick to just simple emergency situations to dip into that account.
That's right. And we know that the online banks or online checking and savings accounts are very, very popular now. But I do know that it can be a little bit confusing on which bank to go with or who do I choose. We actually interviewed someone over on our podcast, the His and Her Money Show. We will make sure we include the link in the description box below on how you can make sure that you find the right online bank account just for you. I mean, Aaron gave some great tips. Some tips that I never even thought of when it comes to searching for the right bank, especially online. So you definitely want to make sure that you do your homework prior to just going in and just opening up any bank. Do your homework, find out some of the benefits and perks. So we will make sure that we include, again, that link in the description box below to help you with your search.
Getting through baby step number 1 is your also introduction into the world of budgeting. You're not going to make it through these 7 baby steps without learning the power of budgeting. A budget is your plan of attack to organize your monthly income as well as to organize your plan to get out of debt and become debt free. So for some of you all who were wondering like, where am I going to find this money for this $1,000 emergency fund? I promise you, if you take the time to consistently budget, you're going to see where some of the leaks are in your income and where you're spending money that you don't necessarily need to be spending in that amount. And guess what? That's money that you can apply toward your emergency fund. So be clear. We want to be clear that if you want to use these 7 baby steps to its maximum effectiveness, you're going to have to learn how to budget and how to stick to it consistently month after month.
That's right, guys. So we would like to hear from you. What are some of the creative ways that you took while trying to save up your emergency fund? Please leave a comment in the description box below. Don't forget, check us out over at our website at hisandhermoney.com and meet us back here next Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where you will see the both of us sharing with you.
And don't forget to subscribe to our awesome podcast, The His and Her Money Show, on iTunes or Google Play. We're right there for you wherever you need us. So tune in today so that you never miss another episode. Well, guys, this has been great. Until next week.
Bye.
Peace.